All right, guys, welcome into Above Ground World News Live. Tonight's 16-day forecast, and it's a Easter Sunday. So if you celebrate that, happy Easter. If you know what it's really about, well, you know what it's about. Anyway, guys, much love out there. Take a look at the last 7 days. Let me move this one out of the way and just kind of expand this a little bit. That's the last 7 days of precipitation. And now, let me try to grow this one a little bit. This is the next 16 days of precipitation. It's like they're going to fill in the spots that haven't been flooded yet, like Texas, Wisconsin. They've been hit pretty hard. They're going to get hit again. Minnesota, and all the way up into Canada. Anyway, we'll jump into all this stuff. We'll hit a couple of articles, and we'll jump into the 16-day forecast, starting a little bit early so that we can see if it helps on the dropping frames and the audio not matching the video and all that BS. And what we're going to do tonight is we're going to run here on YouTube live, and then I will rebroadcast when we're done here over on the DLIVE. Maybe DLive and Twitch. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. All right, so let's jump into a few headlines. Much love out there. Here we go. France no longer has trees tall enough to rebuild the Notre Dame's roof. That's a scary thought. They've already cut down all the tall trees. There's no tall trees left. They're gone. And this is the kind of madness, they talk about global warming and climate change, but yet they just keep wiping out all the trees. They're putting in more and more blacktop and, stuff that doesn't help the earth. So that tells you right there it's all a bunch of garbage. Anyway, all these links will be in there if you want to read it. Here's another article that just come out on the 19th. I talk about this all the time, about the bunker fuel being deployed as part of a weather engineering program. We see them mainly out in the Pacific, but we've also seen them into the Atlantic. But these are just the cruise ships. Each day, a cruise ship emits as much pollution as 1 million cars. Each day. So, if you're on a 7-day cruise, that's 7 million cars worth of emissions for the whole year. The air quality on a cruise ship's deck is worse than the world's most polluted cities, investigation finds. The levels of pollution on some cruise ship decks are worse than the world's most populated or polluted cities, investigated by Channel 4 Dispatches has found. We've been talking about this for a long time. They said we were conspiracy theorists. So, just another being legitimized on this here. Let's see what this is here. Shocking cruise ship facts. What is flushed down the toilet will end up untreated into the ocean, contaminating marine ecosystems. The U.S. EPA estimates that 3,000-person cruise ship generates 210,000 gallons of sewage weekly. Well, hell, they're crapping all over the road out in Cali. In 2014, cruise ships dumped more than 1 billion gallons of untreated sewage into the ocean. CO2 emissions of a cruise ship is more than 1,000 times greater than a train's journey. It thinks out there to discover. Much love out there. So, man, it's just like, if you want to fix the planet, if you really want to change things, this would be one way to stop, man. These people, how much are these people paying on the CO tax? This is just crazy, man, the stuff that gets out here like this. Now, here's one we're not even supposed to talk about, or you'll get flagged. Colorado House to pass forced vaccination bill, one of 18 states pushing corporate drugs. So here's just another one. House Bill 1288 completely ignores the fact that many vaccines have been proven dangerous to young children and can even cause death, infertility. Parents and doctors also offered hours of testimony to the House of Representatives, but to no avail. The bill was passed anyway. So, man, they're really going to hit us hard on this. And here's all the stuff that's in a vaccine. All you got to do is look at the insert. You're called a conspiracy theorist if you read the insert on the vaccines. And we'll probably get flagged for that. Anyway, here we go. Here's one. Norway refuses to drill for billions of barrels of oil in Arctic, leaving whole industry surprised and disappointed. You know, is it that they refuse to drill? Or is it really they won't let them drill? There's something up there they don't want us to know about. So, you know, who knows on that? Because we'll never get to go up there and look. They won't let us see the poles. Anyway, all the links are in the description. And just like always, every year at this exact time, and, you know, there's a certain amount of time here in April that we see a lot of, shall we say, the Illuminati and all their blood sacrifices going on. Well, today there was an Easter bombing, at least 207 dead, 450 injured in multiple church and hotel explosions in Sri Lanka. So, yeah, we know this, why these happen. And here's a list of all the places: St. Anthony Shrine, St. Sebastian Church, Zion Church, Cinnamon Grand. So at least 20 foreigners are among the dead in Colombo. So, man, I mean, everybody knows this is when you know, when these kind of times come around to watch where you're at, what you're doing. Anyway, I'll leave all that link in the description. Here we go with some severe Europe weather. You know, they've been getting hammered by the blood rain, by the blood dust. I can't remember what it was called, the blood dust, but the blood rain. Well, it looks like they got another massive Saharan dust event for Western, Central, Southern Europe and UK and France to Poland and Greece. Massive amounts of Saharan dust will be pushed into Europe in the next several days. Dusty skies are expected Sunday over parts of Spain, France, Switzerland, South Italy, Malta, islands, and the Western Mediterranean. A new, very dense wave of dust will push into Western Europe, Central and Eastern Mediterranean by early Tuesday. Large amounts of dust. Are they telling them what's in this dust? It don't look like it. So there was no warning. Let me look. I'm reading down through here, seeing if they're going to let them know that these are the PM 2.5 particulates. These are a carcinogen. These can cause cancer, lung infection, lung bleeding, bleeding of the brain. And of course not. They're not going to give you a warning. If you live out in Europe, wear a mask, man. It's coming in there again. So I'll give you the warning since they won't do it. All right, here, where was this at here? Fox 12, Oregon. A semi rolls over, spills human waste onto the interstate. So we could add human waste, you know, all over California, all out in the ocean. We could add a little bit more here. I mean, they're just ruining the planet, man. These people should not have any kind of power, any of them. That's why the people need to take over. All right, the tide is turning. Big pharma billionaire arrested, charged with conspiracy and bribery of doctors. So a big pharma founder and owner was finally arrested for running a criminal drug cartel. Federal authorities arrested the billionaire founder of Enzy Therapeutics Thursday on charges of bribing doctors and pain clinics into prescribing the company's fentanyl. So they've been subscribing the fentanyl to all their patients, whether they needed it or not, man. This is how it works. I'm sure the alphabet gangs have something to do with this. All right, guys, so that's enough of the headlines. We're going to go ahead. Let's go check out the 16-day forecast. Oh, wow, I didn't even have that all the way up on the full amount of the rain. So here's the next 16 days worth of rain. So you can see the darker purples in the reds. We're looking anywhere from 4 inches up to 6 inches in Texas. So right there in the heart of Texas, over the next 16 days, you're going to get pretty hammered. A little spot up there in Montana, Wyoming area, going to get slammed. Over here, West Virginia, parts of Wisconsin. This ought to melt the snow off. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this on the forecast models. We're going to check the GFS. We're going to check the Canadian model. And then we're going to go in between them. And what we do that, no mainstream will do is we add in all the weather modification programs as they come. We could probably predict the rainfall better than this thing right here just by going through the aerosol dispersals in all the water generators across the world and by the ship tracks. So anyway, guys, so here we go. We're going to go up 6 days at a time. We got a new system coming in. And hey, we'll see, before we get there, let's go take a quick look over here so we can kind of look. I'm going to get the labels and borders on here and see if we were right about the aerosols being out in front of this thing. Hey, thanks there, Christy Meyer. Looks like the stream is running much better tonight. I guess the early start definitely helped. So maybe this will have to be the time frame. Yeah, so for sure we have mega spraying in Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska. And they just started a spraying operation down in Texas. And they said they could already taste the metal. They can already taste the metal coming out of the aerosols. So we'll get into this map here in a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and go on up. So this system is going to stay right there around South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota. Let's take this up another day. Parts of Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin. At the same time, you got a little system down here over by New York and stuff that may hit the shore. We'll just have to see. Yeah, it's going to hit Boston area. This will be here on April 23rd, Tuesday. And the same pressure is just going to hit the same areas. But then coming here later in the day on Tuesday, April 23rd, look, we got a mega system down here for New Mexico, parts of Texas. We'll definitely be watching for some aerosols being deployed right there. Let's take this up another day. So we're going to have, 12 hours so far now, at least 12 to 18 hours of severe storms down here in this 4-state area here, Texas, Colorado, Oklahoma, and Texas, maybe parts of Kansas. We'll just have to see. Heavy rains here at the Kansas, Arkansas, Oklahoma border. I mean, we don't need no more rain down here, man. We're inundated with water. And look at that, man. That thing's going to wrap around and just lay massive amounts of rain there for New York. Look at that right there on the border of Ohio, Utah, Pennsylvania. Not Utah, is over there. And then here we are on Wednesday. Some more severe storms for Texas. Looks like Texas is definitely the target for this round, for this next 16 days. We looked at the total amount of rain. Yeah, they're just going to keep on hitting Texas. Look at this severe line of storms on Wednesday, April 24th. The Northeast they're not going to get no sunshine for days. And look at this thing explode up on Wednesday. So mega storms for Wednesday for Texas. into Thursday. Look at that. It's just staying there. There's nothing to push this system out till this low pressure gets over a little bit. So all these severe storms going to move over into Thursday, right there on the border of Oklahoma, Arkansas, Illinois, or Louisiana, and southern Louisiana is going to get hit. So here's the places that don't need the rain. Actually, none of us do, but here we are on Thursday, April 25th, and just looks like hopefully it'll weaken down. But these are heavy rains, man. These aren't light rains. This is 2.5 to 4 inches of rain right there. The yellows are up to 4 inches. The dark greens, 2.5 to 4. So these are heavy. These are definitely rain events. And then going into the 26th, it's going to be moving over here to East Florida Panhandle. Is going to be getting hammered. Alabama, Mississippi, the Carolinas, West Virginia, all the way up the East Coast. And then after that on where are we at here? Saturday, April 27th. Here comes the next system for the north, man. They're going to look, there's even some heavy snow with this system here going on Saturday, April 27th. It's going to track right across Minnesota, Wisconsin, go right over into Michigan and right up the north. So another wave of rain, man. This is going to be like the never-ending spring showers. And look, we even got severe heavy rain here on Monday, April 29th up in North Dakota. Look at all that rain stopping right at the border. I'm sure they're going to be pushing this rain down to Northern California. They've been steering it down there for weeks. So more heavy rain on Monday, April 29th. Even up to some severe weather up there in North South Dakota, parts of Nebraska. And this is going to be a wind and rain event. You can see the tight isobars there. So we could get some tornadoes spawned up here in South Dakota on April 30th. And then it's going to track right on up to Michigan, Wisconsin. So that's kind of a storm to watch right there on the 30th. Severe storms there for Michigan here on May 1st. Yeah, look at that. It's going to get pretty heavy there for New York, West Virginia, the whole Rhode Island, all them places up in there, Connecticut. And then it looks like we're just going to have spotty showers for days on end here. Here we are, May 2nd, May 3rd, still into May 3rd, May 4th, man. We're not going to have much sunshine here over the next 16 days. So, wow, look at this. Another wind event and rain here on May 5th. Let's check out May Day. Are we going to make it up to May 6th? So May 6th, you got a bunch of rain again for the Northeast. Northeast, you're not going to see much sun at all the next 16 days. So it looks like this might be our chemtrail-free days here on May 6th, all over this area right here. Maybe some, clean air down there in Florida. We'll see. Although high pressure usually means they'll be spraying. All right, we can go on up into the 7th. Look at that bunch of snow, still light snow, but still snow going into May 7th up in the northwest. More spotty rain everywhere. So we're taking this all the way to May 7th. So let's just kind of check the Canadian model. It don't go up the full 16 days, but we just got to do this real quick and check these storms out, see if that storm down there in Texas. Yeah, look at that. That looks like a severe outbreak, tornado, and everything on the 24th of Wednesday here. So that one's looking bad on both models. Yeah, look at that on the 25th. 24th, 25th, 26th, that's all crucial days for severe weather. So keep that in mind if you're in them areas. This one's showing, snow and rain mix. Severe storms for Iowa, Wisconsin here on the 28th. So the models are all pretty close right there. Here's another pretty good outbreak for Kansas here on the 30th. Actually, it's going to go up all the way into May 1st. This is showing the same severe storms for Missouri and Arkansas. So this one's showing a little bit farther north. And, all right, so that's it for the 16-day forecast. Let's go ahead and take a quick look here. Oh yeah, man. They've been killing us over here on the tube stuff, man. I can tell you that. All right, let me get the, you know what? I need to add the layer to see if the ship tracks are still out there. So look, they broke up that spinning system out here. Let me add the ship track layer. We need to put on some 3.7 microns. Hope everybody had a good Easter out there. Much love out there. And unexpected error. We'll see. It may. Wow, it didn't even pop up. Oh no, it's showing it's there, but it's just not loading. Wow, man, more problems. All right, let's just kind of zoom in on there. So a couple days ago, they had the ship tracks going on out here in the low pressure system. And they split it in two. Yeah, I'll take care of that here later here. Okay, I'll get you fixed back up. So, yeah, I can't do it while we're running live, so we'll get it fixed up. Really, you shouldn't be buffering at all. We've been in the green the whole damn time. It hasn't dropped down at all tonight. So, yeah, it looks like the stream is kicking butt tonight. At least on my end it is. So yeah, no ship tracks. Whoa, look at that circle out here. That's pretty wild looking. Let's see if we can get that to load. We might have some ship tracks over here in the Atlantic. Kind of looks like them. Hopefully that'll load. We'll give it a second here. While that's loaded here, welcome in Julie McTurry, Kate in Orlando, Scrappy D, Troy, Gail Cotter, St. James, Dolly, Mad Jeeper, Super Dave, Storm, K Small, Blue Collar Art, Heaven Bound, Rhonda Long, Bamboo Soldier, Spiritually Awakened to Discover, 95%, Terry Taggart. Who'd I miss there? Dolly, Super Dave, Jam Penland, Captain Guam, Lead with Love, Hayward, Heaven Bound, 95%, Air, Brett Flat, Storm Chaser, Blue Collar Art, much love out there, Scrappy D, Troy. Welcome in everybody, much love out there, Red Rider, D Thompson, Jiggerobes, Loves Hope, Today's Facts, SL Sully, Buddy Blindy, Blue Collar Art, E-Rock, Truth in Doubt, WCMWW, I can't even read all that, it's too fast. Love Pugs, David Eli. All right, guys. Mike Donaldson, I couldn't really read it there. Serenity, Wild Child, Christy M, much love there, Christy M. Love Pugs. Snooze Button. Love that name there, Snooze Button. I'll probably be hitting the snooze button in the morning. Scrappy D, FE, Love All, Dean Kerr. All you guys out there, much love. Oh yeah, we got a few ship tracks right over here in the Atlantic. These are pretty rare when they're out here. So yeah, they're definitely out here. Look, they got a pretty good system. You know what? Maybe this is what's bringing the toxic dust in. We have several ships going on out here in the Atlantic, right off the coast of Portugal, right where they're saying the dust storm is coming. So, well, you put two and two together, connect the dots. You think that has something to do with the dust storm? I bet it does. All right, let's go ahead and jump in here. Look at Cali, man. They're pretty clear. At least is what this is showing right now. Few aerosols here off the coast of Oregon. It's not coming in super clear. So it looks like most of the spraying right now is up in Alberta and BC area, up in Canada. All up in the north, Montana. And there's a new spraying operation that just started in Texas. See if we can get this to load and pick it up. I'm sure we'll pick it up on the Go 17. You know, we were clear here in Missouri today till the end of the day. This is the third day in a row. That's like so rare to have 3 days in a row clear. Like my voice is cleared up. Like I feel much better. You know, these things kick your ass. Oh yeah, look at this. Definitely got a spraying operation going across the Bajas. This is where they're going to be pulling this up. So let's let that load real good. While that is loading, I probably need to get the earth null up and running. And the stream is just rocking tonight, man. It's doing pretty good. So hopefully you guys are not having any problems, because we're not right now anyway. Haven't been the whole time. So the earlier start might be helping. Invest 91S. Invest 90S. Let's go ahead and check the, pretty soon we're going to be talking tornadoes. And then after that, we'll be talking about the hurricanes. And it's going to be a crazy 2019. I can tell you that. Oh, wow. Look at that. Check it out. It looks like a real atmospheric river, but it's like running the wrong way. It's going counterclockwise, which seems kind of odd to me. So look, yeah, they're pulling the atmospheric river right on up in the Gulf of Mexico. Look, they're going to steer this back down to Northern California, Oregon. See, this thing should be swirling up to Alaska. It did it for years. Not no more. They're directing this water vapor to two different areas, the exact same two areas of the last 4 months. And yesterday we had that crazy beam coming from the Hart, not the Hart facility, but the other ionospheric heater. And today we're not seeing it. And all right, so we're probably good on this water vapor. We got that documented pretty well. Let's go ahead and check what the polar vortex winds are doing. All right, so yeah, check out the polar vortex winds. They're almost gone. They're going to be all down in the southern hemisphere now. So at least we don't have to worry about no atmospheric compression going on. Let's check the jet stream. You know, you don't see these huge ridges in the jet stream unless something is being done. Check the vortice level real quick. All right, everything looks pretty normal there. Let's go ahead and check the ocean wave height, see if we got any kind of crazy waves going on. Nope, everything's looking good. No 50-foot wave events this week. We fast forward that. See, you know, once that roll, you know, the huge waves, and, you know, it don't matter if they chop around the jet stream too much. All right, let's click this on now. Let's go ahead and check the carbon monoxide concentrations at the surface. And over there in the East Coast, you got some pretty heavy, pretty toxic air. Toxic air there in Lake Michigan. May have some volcanic stuff going on down there in Mexico. Let's go check China. Holy crap, you don't want to be over here. Look at that. It's you, man. These people are suffocating to death up there. You want some of the maniacs to, man, look at that. That's just ridiculous. This is why they have to wear a mask over here. I mean, these are, this is like, this will kill you in like 15 minutes. If you were in a room with this, you'd be a goner. So I don't know if that's a massive fire going on or if it's just the industrial stuff. Let's get into the scary map. This is the carbon dioxide. This is what all the global climate change people are talking about. Check this out. This will blow your mind if it'll load. Check this out. This is what the Earth looked like in 2016. Now, the darker the colors, the cleaner the air, the less carbon dioxide. Now, when you look at this and you look at it today, check this out, this difference. This is some scary shit right here. Look at that. The whole upper part from the equator up is almost in the blue. And this is all caused by all the volcanic. You know, we had tons of 50,000 foot blasts of the volcanoes. We had fires all over the West Coast. We had fires down in Australia, down in Tasmania, all across South America, all over Europe, Russia, China. Everybody had mega fires this year, all up in Canada. And then you had to factor in all the bunker fuel from the ships and all the chemtrail planes, man. It's all being trapped in here. And then you add on the solar minimum, the 11-year sun cycle, and this is what we got. So it's all being trapped in, which is going to lead to a ice event. We're actually going to cool. They're going to cool the planet, you know, via the solar minimum and then all the weather modifications. So they're going to try to stick us in a mini ice age. You watch. It's going to be, it was much. United States, all the farmlands are, everything is already flooded. They wiped out a bunch of the cattle. There's a shortage of pork over in China. Australia lost tons of their livestock from the floods, just like here in the United States, man. Food prices are going to freaking skyrocket. You watch next year. That's why you need to start growing your own food. That's why you need to, that map is scary. Instead of going to the west like it normally does, it's being redirected right up towards Europe. In fact, let's go to the PM 2.5s. This is the carcinogens. Look it up on Wikipedia. Look up what particulate matter 2.5 is. This is cancer causing, you know, making your lungs bleed stuff here. This is some bad, bad stuff. It's like glass in the air, like volcanic ash. So, yeah, there's the 2.5s. Yeah, look over here in China. Man, I always see these weird faces. Look at that face right there, man. Low aurora activity, so we're all good on that. We're done with that. And has it loaded any better? Not really. So anyway, got a new aerosol operation. They're over the Bajas. Let's see if I can get, I thought I had one of these layers at least semi-loaded, but apparently not. Maybe it's this layer. There we go. That's a little better. So enjoy your clear skies, guys, because it's going to be gone. In fact, let me let that load. There might be something going on down here in Florida. I can't tell because it's too fuzzy. Yeah, we're right at 9 o'clock and they start buffering us. So we've been buffering since 9, you know, as soon as we got to 9. All right, guys. So if this thing's going to buffer, that means all the audio and the video is not going to be lined up. And everybody's going to, you know, not want to listen to it or not want to watch it. So I'm going to re-upload this over to the, now it's back in the green, guys. We're going to rebroadcast this over on the DLIVE. So here's our ship tracks, the bunker fuel here coming off the coast of Ireland. going into UK. And here, let's fix that. So we got heavy aerosols going over the UK. Look, they're going to pull this poisonous dust up here and inundate these guys. Remember yesterday they had the crazy aerosol spraying. I mean, when we zoom in here, we're going to see the grid patterns of the sky, the tic-tac-toe boards. So they're spraying this whole system. You know, they want you to believe it's water vapor. It's damn sure not water vapor. Hey, thanks there, Sam Wise, the buffering taxes. Yeah, these guys. See, they don't want you living off grid like me. That's why they rape me with the money, man. They rape us with the price. They don't give us a choice, man. We have to have satellite internet, and there's only one satellite company I can get down here, and they're just like the electric company. I probably pay more in an electric bill than most people pay in a house payment. So that's just the way it is. Hey, thanks there, Raymond B. Much love out there. I mean, if it wasn't for you guys, I couldn't do this, believe me. No way. I couldn't afford it. So you guys definitely help keep this operation running. So, yeah, you know who never gets sprayed that might be getting sprayed today? I can't tell, but it might be them. And it won't load. Oh, you know who else is getting hammered? Australia. New Zealand's getting hit again. Australia's getting just blasted with all kinds of smoke curtains. Looking out here, I can't even find Guam. It's disappeared. Wow, it's not even showing up. Usually when I do this, I come out right on top of Guam, but it's just not going to show up. You got a spraying operation over Japan, over parts of Russia. Look, there's a big fire up here. All right, so I think that's not really coming in too good. Let's go ahead and jump over to the satellite feed. And I'll show you the live spraying operations as they come. We'll find the worst spraying operation. We'll zoom in on it. And it's going to be right in the same area as last night, right there in the Bajas. Look out here in the coast, out here in the Atlantic, man. There's a mega spraying operation. Mega spraying operation. Let me pause that. So you got, 200 planes out here. And them aren't destinations. They're not all coming from Bermuda. These things are flying back and forth. These are grid patterns in the sky, man. This is weather control. And here's the big spraying operation down there in the Bajas, man. It stands out like crazy. And we definitely see up in the north. There's a spraying operation there over Ohio. Let's zoom in on that. I didn't even see that one on the world view map. See if we can pick that up a little bit, get it to load. Hey, thanks there, Rhonda Long. No, it don't matter. A dollar here, dollar there. That helps us, man. Believe me, it does. So thanks there, Rhonda. Look at that big old fat trail going right through Wisconsin. You got a few aerosols up there in North Michigan. Yeah, so there's just some segmented sprays going on there in Michigan. Wow, that's really bad. Look at that, over Chicago. This is nighttime spraying. You guys didn't see the spray because they did it at night. Wonder if I can zoom in just a little more over this. This needs to be documented. This is evidence in a court of law to show that there are clouds seeding the skies without nobody's consent. Water vapor, the water vapor contrail thing is just a disinformation campaign. And we'll let that load real good. Wow, look at that big, fat, nasty X. So, yeah, they got super sprayed at night, and then it might have cleared up. I don't know. I can't get it to go that far. So Wisconsin, you got hammered. Iowa, hammered. And then you had little short segmented sprays, long sprays. Nothing normal. Hey, thanks, sir. Heaven bound. Much love out there. So, wow, man. Nasty spraying operations for sure. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and call this a show. Like I said, I'm going to restream this over on the DLIVE in HD over there. But I want to thank everybody out there that helps us out. Thanks to everybody out there that shares this information. This is like crucial information. It's important that people know what's really going on. And all that stuff. So happy Easter, everybody. Much love out there. I'll hit the exit screen. I'll come join you in chat. If you like rock and roll, crank it up. So here we go. Let's rise. It's time to rise, man. Time is short. No fear. Here we go.